Welcome to this important conversation about depression. Today, we explore what depression is, its causes, symptoms, effects, and possible solutions. Depression, a word that's often whispered, but rarely spoken aloud. It's a struggle that affects millions of people around the world, regardless of their background or circumstances. But what does the Bible say about depression? Is there hope for those who are struggling? In this video, we'll explore the biblical perspective on depression and discover the hope that's available to us all. What is depression? Depression is a disorder that makes one feel sad, but it differs from the normal sadness. Did you know depression can lead to death? Oh yes. It controls one's heart, emotions, and mind. Depression is a real and debilitating condition that affects every aspect of a person's life. It's not just feeling sad or blue. It's a persistent sense of hopelessness and despair that can leave a person feeling empty and alone. The Bible acknowledges the reality of depression and its impact on our lives. In Psalm 42:3, the psalmist writes, "My tears have been my food day and night." These words capture the intense emotional pain that often accompanies depression. Here are some common symptoms of depression. 1. Persistent feelings of sadness, emptiness, or hopelessness. 2. Loss of interest in activities that were once enjoyed. 3. Changes in appetite or weight. 4. Difficulty sleeping or oversleeping. 5. Fatigue or loss of energy. 6. Difficulty concentrating or making decisions. 7. Feelings of worthlessness. 8. Irritability or restlessness. 9. Physical symptoms such as headaches or stomach problems. The Bible is full of examples of people who struggled with depression. One of the most well-known examples is King David. In Psalm 38:6, he writes, "I am troubled, I am bowed down greatly, I go mourning all the day long." Depression is a complex and multifaceted condition that affects millions of people around the world. But what causes depression? Let's explore the various factors that can contribute to depression. 1. Persistent feelings of sadness, emptiness, or hopelessness. 2. Loss of interest in activities that were once enjoyed. 3. Changes in appetite or weight. 4. Difficulty sleeping or oversleeping. 5. Fatigue or loss of energy. 6. Difficulty concentrating or making decisions. 7. Feelings of worthlessness. 8. Irritability or restlessness. 9. Physical symptoms such as headaches or stomach problems. The Bible is full of examples of people who struggled with depression. One of the most well-known examples is King David. In Psalm 38:6, he writes, "I am troubled, I am bowed down greatly, I go mourning all the day long." Depression is a complex and multifaceted condition that affects millions of people around the world. But what causes depression? Let's explore the various factors that can contribute to depression. Depression is a complex and multifaceted condition that affects millions of people around the world. But what causes depression? Let's explore the various factors that can contribute to depression. Research suggests that depression can be inherited. If you have a family history of depression, you may be more likely to experience it yourself. Depression has been linked to an imbalance of certain neurotransmitters in the brain, such as serotonin and dopamine. These chemicals play a crucial role in regulating mood, appetite, and sleep. Traumatic life events, such as the loss of a loved one, a divorce, or a job loss, can trigger depression. These events can cause significant stress and emotional pain. Social factors, such as social isolation, lack of support, and poverty, can also contribute to depression. When we feel disconnected from others, we may be more vulnerable to depression. Certain medical conditions, such as chronic illness, chronic pain, or sleep disorders, can increase the risk of depression. Depression is a complex condition that can be caused by a combination of genetic, environmental, and psychological factors. By understanding the causes of depression, we can better support ourselves and others who may be struggling. Another example is the prophet Elijah. In 1 Kings 19:4, we read that Elijah requested for himself that he might die, because he felt so overwhelmed and hopeless. Despite the reality of depression, the Bible offers us hope. In Psalm 23:4, we read, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff comfort me." The Bible reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. God is with us, and He cares about our pain. So, what can we do if we're struggling with depression? First, we need to acknowledge that depression is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that we need help. The Bible encourages us to seek help from others. In Galatians chapter 6 verse 2, we read, "Bear one another's burdens, and thereby fulfill the law of Christ." We also need to seek help from God. In Psalm chapter 40 verses 1 to 2, we read, "I waited patiently for the Lord. He inclined to me and heard my cry. He drew me up from the pit of destruction, out of the miry bog, and set my feet upon a rock, making my steps secure." Depression is a real and debilitating condition, but it's not hopeless. The Bible offers us hope and encouragement, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. If you're struggling with depression, don't be afraid to seek help. Talk to a trusted friend or family member, or seek professional help from a counselor or therapist. And most importantly, don't forget to seek help from God. He cares about your pain, and He wants to bring you hope and healing. As believers, our antidote to depression is the Word of God. When we read Psalm 34:18, 3 John 1:2, Hebrews 10:15 and John 3:16. These are scriptures that give us light in the darkness. Thanks for watching. If you need someone to talk to, there are resources available to you. Check out the links in our description box below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos on mental health and faith. And if you've been encouraged by this video, please share it with someone who might need to see it.